Everyone, you're welcome to solve this nice math problem, which is 2 to power x multiplied by 3 to power y. This is equal to 12. Let's call this equation 1. And then we have 2 to power y times 3 to power x. This is equal to 18. Let's call this equation 2. What is the value of x and what is the value of y? Now, let's provide a solution here. Now, the first thing to do here, let's multiply equation 1 multiplied by equation 2. So in this way, we'll have 2 to power x times 3 to power y times 2 to power y times 3 to power x. This is equal to 12 times 18. The next step is that we have 2 to power x here and we have 3 to power x. So this we can write as 2 to power x times 3 to power x. And then here we have 3 to power y times 2 to power y. This is equal to 12 times 18. This is 216. The next step is that 2 to power x times 3 to power x. This is in the form of a to power n times b to power n, which we can express as a times b raised to power n. Applying this exponent property, then here we have 2 times 3 raised to power x multiplied by, now applying the same exponent property here, we'll have 3 times 2 raised to power y. This is equal to 216. Now, from here, we have 2 times 3. This is 6 to power x multiplied by 3 times 2. This is 6 to power y. This is equal to 216. The next step from here, 6 to power x times 6 to power y. This is in the form of a to power n times a to power m. The bases are common here, so we can express this as a to power n plus m. Now, applying this exponent property, then this means that we have 6 to power x plus y. This is equal to 216. We can express 216 as 6 to power 3. So this implies that we have 6 to power x plus y. This is equal to 6 to power 3. Since the bases are common, that is a to power n is equal to a to power m, then the exponents are equal. That is n is equal to m. So now this implies that x plus y, this is equal to 3. So let's call this equation 3. Now the next step is to divide equation 1. We divide with equation 2. So therefore from here we'll have 2 to power x times 3 to power y divided by 2 to power y times 3 to power x. This is equal to 12 over 18. So this implies here we have 2 to power x divided by 3 to power x multiplied by 3 to power y divided by 2 to power y. This is equal to, now we can simplify here, 12 divided by 6, this is 2, 18 divided by 6, this is 3. So this is equal to 2 over 3. The next step is that 2 to power x divided by 3 to power x and 3 to power y divided by 2 to power y. This is in the form of a to power n over b to power n, which we can express as a over b raised to power n. Now applying this exponent property, then here we have 2 over 3 raised to power x times, now here we have 3 over 2 raised to power y. This is equal to 2 over 3. The next step is that we'll have 2 over 3 raised to power x times, now 3 over 2, you see, let's get the reciprocal of this. This is the same thing as 2 over 3 raised to power y times negative 1. So this is equal to 2 over 3. So this implies that 2 over 3 raised to power x multiplied by 2 over 3 raised to minus y, this is equal to 2 over 3. Now you can see the bases here are common. So this implies that 2 over 3 here, this is raised to power 1. So since the bases are common here, we have that a to power n times a to power m, this is the same thing as a to power n plus m. So here we have 2 over 3 raised to power x minus y. This is equal to 2 over 3 raised to power 1. Since again the bases are common here, the exponent x minus y is equal to 1. That is x minus y is equal to 1. Let's call this equation 4. The next step, let's add equation 3 and equation 4. Let's add equation 3 and equation 4. Equation 3 is x plus y. This is equal to 3. And equation 4 here is x minus y. This is equal to 1. So these are system of two linear equations. So let's add these two system of linear equations. So x plus x, this is 2x. Then y plus minus y, this simplifies. Then this is equal to 3 plus 1, this is equal to 4. Divide this by 2 and here by 2. So that now x is equal to 4 divided by 2, this is 2. So x is equal to 2. Now here we have the value of x. Let's solve for the value of y. Remember from equation 3, which is x plus y, this is equal to 3. We can substitute the value of x, which is 2, plus y, this is equal to 3. So this means that y is equal to 3 minus 2. And this implies that y is equal to 1. So we have 2, that is the value of x, that is x, comma, y. This is equal to 2 and 1. So this is the value of x and y. So let's verify that these values of x and y satisfies the equation. Now let's verify that the value of x and y, which is 2, 1, satisfies the equation. Now if you recall here, we have that 2 to power x times 3 to power y, this is equal to 12. And this was equation 1. And we have that 2 to power y times 3 to power x, this is supposed to give us a value of 18. This is equation 2. So let's substitute the values of x and y. Now to equation 1, we have 2 to power 2 times 3 to power 1. This is supposed to give us a value of 12. So 2 to power 2, this is 4. 4 times 3, this is supposed to give us a value of 12. So 4 times 3, this is 12, which is equal to 12. So this implies that the left add side is equal to the right add side. Let's check equation 2. Equation 2, we have 2 to power y times 3 to power x. This is supposed to give us a value of 18. So we have y is equal to 1. So 2 to power 1 times 3 to power x, which is 2. This is supposed to give us a value of 18. So this implies that 2 times 3 squared, this is 9. This is supposed to give us a value of 18. So 9 times 2, this is 18. And this is equal to 18. So this implies that the left add side is equal to the right add side. And this implies that The value of x and y, which is 2 and 1, satisfies the equation. So kindly follow the steps, like this video, and subscribe.